then do the recognition, a little bit of update, and then I'm excited to introduce Ivonne. So, first of all, if you want, I'm not going to say the names. There's two. I'm just going to quickly go through the names. I want a big, huge round of applause for all of our Vivamk stars. Adam, I'm just going to. There are so many, so we have so hands at the end there. I can't clap for music. So many. Thank you, Jeff and Jenny, for clapping away there. I did want some background music. I'll need to get Chloe to sing. Kevin and Lisa. Everybody. I'm not saying names unless I've missed somebody out. Well done, everybody. There's so many of the stars. I think this is us coming to the end of our Vivamk stars. Unbelievable. It seems weird without music. Right, congratulations now. Going on further up the ladder to our Vivamk star 500. Let's see it for our star 500. There are lots of them. Well done, everybody there. Let you see your names there. And it sounds weird, everybody clapping on this. Well done, everybody there. One thing come out time just so you can see everybody. Oops, go back a wee bit because I wanted to like everybody. And yes, Glenn Thompson, Ian Sharp, can't see that one at the top. Lots and lots. There's more. There is so many. John and Jane. I've got it right, Jane. There we go. There's many others. Please go back to me. This came from the Vivamk official site because I didn't know any other way. Everybody. That's all our star 500. Is there more? There's more. I can't believe this. This is today. There's so much recognition. Excellent. Well done, everybody. 4 star 500s. Just get them all out. And then we can cut. And oops, I don't know what that was. Is that I missed somebody? So well done, everybody who achieved star 500. We're now going up to Vivamk star 1000. There's still a lot of them, but I'll try and say all the names. Adam Swire, Alison and Jeff, Alison Beale and Jeff Alt, Alan Bazin, Andrew Bird and Sharon Bird, Chris Nash and Hayley Nash, Darren Drew and Gail Drew, David Marsden, Elizabeth Marsden, David and Jenny Jerry, that's a hard one for me, David Wilson and Julie Knight, and Deborah Bennett and Yvonne Clark. And there's more. Diane and Bob Goulden, Eileen French, Francis Clark, Ian Foster and Margaret Foster, Yvonne Meisel, Janet Downey and Leslie Downey, Jasper Braun and Helen Braun, Jalaman Singh and Tina Caroline Farrell, hope I'm pronouncing that right, Jim Moynihan, Ebony Island, John Kerr, John Sharp. Well done, everybody. Kathleen Carolan, Kim Thresh and Richard Thresh, Leslie Burrows, Lucinda Bennett and Nigel Mannon, Mark Ringland, Matthew Chris and Leanne Chris, Melvin Nash should be on another line, Mike Michelle Hewitt and Brian Hewitt, Nigel John Lelong, Omran Zaman, Peter Flitton and Karen Flitton, and Peter James Savage. personal detail. Philip Palmer, Ray Kirkley and Sue Kirkland, Ronnie Sharp and Sheena Sharp, Sandra Mansley, Stacey and Jonathan Beck, Stephen Petton, Steve Vickery, Susan Walton, Terry and Jane Hodge, Terry and Diane Williams, and Veronica Martinucci and Anthony Burnside. Extra clap for pronouncing Martinucci right. That's me clapping myself, the pronunciation right. And we're going up to the bigger levels now. A massive big clap for our Vivamk Star 2 husbands. Alison Patmore, Bob Hardy and Rosemary, you're on tonight, well done. Diane Hardwood and Debbie Hargreaves, Carol Simpson and Douglas Clark, Cynthia Millard, Denise Neal and Stephen Neal, Diane Mary Wilson, shush, I think I pronounced that, Helen and Paul Allgood, and Jim and Jane White, you're on tonight, well done Jim and Jane. Brilliant, absolutely fantastic, well done everybody. There's more. John and Catherine Webb, Laura, Kelly and Sylvia Louise Lang, Mike Curry and Susan Curry, Ewan McDonald and Clodagh McDonald, I don't know if you're on tonight guys, Peter Abrahams, Peter and Michael Stanley, Samantha Rushton and Dean Worrell, Sat Sagoon, Michelle Robertson and Stacey Thomas. And Jasper Braun and Helen Braun, Jamal Saint and Tina Farrell, Jim Moynihan. I think Viva's put them in twice for the hit. But Jim will have hit that with his team. Tom Kerr, John Sharp, Kathleen Caroline, Same, Kim Thresh and Richard Thresh and Leslie Burrows, Lucinda Bennett, Nigel. And I think the next one I've forgotten to put my animation, so we'll just do them. Steve Kelly, Stephen and Jackie Ellis, if you're on the night, right, Jackie, well done. Stuart Richards, Stuart Hare, Sue Baines, Sue Coleman and Alan Coates, Tom and Kathleen Forbes, you're on tonight, well done Tom and Kathleen, Tony Pasalulu and Julie White Pasalulu. Nearly done, we're going on here. Vivamk premieres, which everybody's knows that's a first step. Well done Adele and John Hewitt, Alan Lloyd and Jeff Locke, Craig and John Holt, John Goff and Goff. That noise was. Emma McKeldin and Mark Dave McKeldin, Ed Owen and Diane Owen, Kareem Karmali, Paul Anthony, Paul Brown. I don't know what that noise is, but if you recognise it as yours. Rob Greneth Branch and Mariana Greneth Branch, Rosino Pocock, Kieran and Craig, Sue Burrows and Jeff Burrows, Tim Pace and Tina Pace, and that is all our premiers. Climb up the ladder now to bronze premiere. We have Andy and Claire Stevenson, Glenn, Abigail, David and Rosemary, and that's our bronze premieres. And I apologise if I've missed anybody out. Facebook group. Vivamk silver premieres, going up the ladder, myself, Mike and Dean Day, Andrew Burton and Ram Bang. Oops, that's it. And gold premieres we have Mike and Amanda Bibby, and Rob Foster's went up to gold premiere from last period where it was a bronze premiere. A special mention to Rob went up the ladder. And at Platinum, still sticking at Platinum, we've got Debbie G and David. Congratulations everybody. I'm going to stop the share just now so we can share. But just well done to everybody who was recognised. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to I've muted myself, right? I'm going to mute you all just for now. And Yvonne, yeah, you unmute yourself. because I'm not making Yvonne host. She wants me to do
Yeah,
it.
I'm unmuted.
That's great. And now what I'm going to do, I just want to make sure my recording's still going. I'm going to share Yvonne's presentation. I've got draft there, but don't worry, we finished it, didn't we, Yvonne?
Yeah, hopefully.
We did. We finished. Oops, I don't know what happened there. My wee instructions, just slideshow from the beginning. And at the end, I'll give you an update from Michael and Vivamk. We'll just move the screen to make Yvonne a wee bit bigger. And right, Ivonne Meisel, one of Vivamk's top 10 retailers. I think last month or the month before you were the #1 retailer. Michael was calling me #1 today, so I don't know if you've hit the #1 in the last couple of months. But again, as you know, I've been bringing you the creme de la creme, people who are hitting that top 10, doing fantastic retail. Over 10,000 since you started with Vivamk, and it's over to you, Ivonne Meisel.
Hello. So yeah, you're doing the slides, don't you, Lynn?
Yes, I'll just do the slides for you.
Great.
So I'll just bring them all out, but some of them will bring out one at a time.
Okay, cool. Yeah, so my story is, so I joined Vivamk on the 25th of June last year as the first distributor of Vivamk. Around Vivamk, I work in my nanny job and I work as a German tutor at a German Saturday school. Before Vivamk, I was in another retail business, which called Clean Easy. I joined Clean Easy in 2010, and only for an extra income, as I not really had another plan with it. I was just looking for an extra income with Clean Easy. So I just delivered collected catalogs as well. So, but with Vivamk, it's all different. The extra income is still needed, but for long term, I want to build a business which is paying towards my future pension and having actually also better lifestyle. And so having a better lifestyle. And I'm really excited with the whole future of Vivamk. We have great products that people really want. I mean, the retail tells it all. Quality of the products are fantastic, and the range keeps increasing, and the pay plan is just amazing. So I really love everything about Vivamk. So what I have achieved so far, I've achieved various things, maybe for myself, also in business. First, it was Vivamk Star 1000, that was the highest in the business plan so far. Top 10 personal retailers back in June, so just not last month, the month before, it's August now. I was the first distributor who joined Vivamk, and how I actually did that, I thought, okay, play a game. I like to go to Bryan Adams concerts, so I set my mind up for pretending I'm purchasing a Bryan Adams concert ticket to be right in the front row. So it worked. So I had very fast fingers, and to make me to the first Vivamk distributor. Then I also did build a website for basically really first myself, and just so that I know I do understand the business, what Vivamk is, and just want to show my passion with it. So in the Google ranking, I achieved on a page one on Google. At some point, it was basically between HQ websites on the rank 2, which made me even more excited. I sponsored since the launch, so since last year, I sponsored so far 51 people into the business. So not everybody stayed, as we obviously all know, we all experienced that. But I just keep going and keep building it. So what did I do to achieve the retail success? So in 2010, so that's obviously way back now, I had no customers. I started where everybody else started, even new people, nobody had customers, so did I. So I was blanket dropping catalogs to every house. That means every street in my local area. And I kept reminding myself on my reason why. Why did I join then the business Clean Easy? So I kept reminding myself. I acted as the best distributor. So I wanted to be the best really for everybody, just not for myself, but just want to show the people that I can be the best distributor, deliver catalogs, collect catalogs, be very reliable, deliver the orders. I ignored really other books around me. So when other distributors drop the books, and I've seen them often as well around me, I'd still pushed my catalogs through the door. However, when people put a note inside the catalog, or basically told me sometimes a person no, or I have already distributed, I accepted it and crossed them off my list. Because I think when you understand that you should, or you should appreciate it really when people say it no, and I basically appreciate it because it saves me time, because I want basically build a relationship with customers so that they start to rely on me and they can reorder for me. But anyway, so all this did not stop me. I always kept reminding myself on the reason why. So I wanted the extra income. I needed the other extra income as well. So I was very being consistent and persistent. I delivered 1,000+ catalogs per week for over a year. So it wasn't a quick success. It took a long time and a lot of effort. I worked with 200 catalogs a day. So I dropped them in the morning, then collected everything the day after, or sometimes 2 days after, not longer. I didn't leave them out more than 48 hours. I collected all catalogs again, turned them immediately around when I collected them again, and kept the number always up at 200. So I'd really tried, because I knew we all lose catalogs, but I kept my numbers up. So I had more catalogs always in my flat than I actually needed to. And I work on a full weekly rota basis. So depending obviously what you work to, but I work on a full weekly rota business. So I deliver to my customers, also blanket dropping every 4 weeks to the same area. I stick to my retail plan, always did, week by week. I do additional blanket drops with Vivamk already, done that. Also at the moment I do around 200 books a week, but my goal is to do it by 500 blanket drops every week. So it's a bit difficult to work it around my nanny job, but I always still do that at some point as well. So, because I have got my reason why again, so I want to do it and I'm going to do it at some point. I try to work smart when retailing. I also engage with customers. So I've been and always am chatty and always have a smile on my face when I speak to customers, or when I just basically see strangers in the street. I always say, well, just being friendly. Just say, hello, how are you? When they ask me, I say, I'm well, how are you? And even when I blanket drop and some angry man opens the door, had that as well. I'm always friendly, I'm always thankful, and I'm always wishing them a good day, even or a great week. Because sometimes people, especially those angry men, they don't like it, but I'm always happy and always think, well, I'm not getting down that level. I'm always still be friendly, even if they're grumpy to me. There's no need for me to be grumpy. And in the end of the day, we also don't know why some people are grumpy. They could just have a bad day, so we just don't know. So like I said, I always follow and stick to the retail system. I use a retail book or an exercise book. If you don't have a retail book, I use usually an exercise book when I do blanket dropping. I write down every house number I've been to and the street name. At collection, I always use the retail key and take notes in my retail book. We looked at the catalogs, who has not looked, who has ordered, who has not returned the catalogs. I returned for the collection at least 3 times. In some cases, especially when I do blanket drop with Vivamk, I've been back 4 times. Because Vivamk is obviously a brand new company. People don't really know what it is. They're testing again. Is this person coming back? It's a brand new company. So they're testing. Is I'm coming back and reliable. So I always make sure I have enough retail slips with me. These are the sorry I missed your slips. Thank you for your order. I engage with customers on a regular basis using notes, flyers, and adding to the catalogs. You can see those flyers very soon. I have also created a customer blog as customer actually requested that from me. So when I told them in March that I've been recognized on stage, I said, "Oh, I want to see the photos." So I basically created a blog, showed them the photos, and from then I put newsletters up there as well. Maybe also some special offers, always those kind of flyers I'm gonna put up there. I also have offered customers a special loyalty code, called a loyalty card, each time they order. So I kept thinking about this kind of card for a long time, but in February, I think it was, or March, I basically ordered them and offered them to my customers. So on every order, when I go back to my customers, I stamp the card. So that's basically on the 4th, and on the 8th, on the 10th order, I give them a little discount, maybe 5% or 10% on the orders. Not every customer kept their card though. So I received quite a few cards back that don't want to. So it's up to them, obviously, in the end. I mean, we know there are Tesco cards, there are Boots cards, there's so many cards around, and I myself don't have all the cards. So it's up to them. For me, it was basically like a thank you to my customers, and also for engaging with customers. There is this example, what I use for my customers. So it's quite brand, well, I basically brand myself as a Vivamk distributor as well. It's quite clear, blue, and often customers put it on the fridge or they put it in a cupboard. So, and sometimes when I do my deliveries, they tell me if they forget where to put it, I should tell them. The funny thing is, so I tell them. And this way we engage quite well as well. And we've got always a funny joke. I always call it my new hobby when stamping the cards. So they really like it as well. And when they come to the discounts, they feel really rewarded as well and feel really special to maybe keep 30p or maybe more than £1. So it goes towards my business again as a business expense, I know, but for me, I think this shows also a great customer service to customers as well. So what I've also done, I engage with customers, leaving them a note, and I'm asking them for product suggestions. So since Viva started and they announced this email address with product suggestions, I think that is, at vivamk.com, I created a note and stick that in every customer catalog. So with that, I was also hoping to build more trust in me, the company, and maybe future products to see them in the catalog. And also, obviously, to hopefully get more orders again, because they're starting to trust me and the company more. I created also various retail flyers to help with retail orders. Vivamk online site, that flyer, I actually got quite a few orders on that, which is just amazing. So those things or flyers, they work. So because it does show a picture, it's only a very short description on it with the price and the code. But I received a couple of orders on those, and yes, so it just helped. And then I also did the creepy crawlies. Don't know if anybody's seen those in the success I posted them to. They were the latest. So it's just like hoping to see that customers take note of that as well. I mean, we all see when we go to Lidl or Aldi or Tesco, there are all those little brochures, and I always look through as well, what do they have for offer? And if they see the special offer, even if it's in the shop, it's standing more out with the flyer. There is this creepy crawly flyers. So I picked on there 6 products, which is more standing out. So maybe Aldi or Lidl, don't know if I can mention those there, but those supermarkets gave me sort of the idea as well, to do that as well, whilst I actually was retailing. I engage with customers, leaving them a note. So I said that already with the product suggestions. Yeah, I don't know, I think we need, yeah. There is an example how to stick that in the catalogue as well. So, and there is the Vivamk specials. I put on there as well while stock lasts, so people or the customers know the stock can go. So I don't really say we always have that. The stocks can go, so they have to order quick. So it does state on the website obviously as well, but it just gives another option and to buy more products. And on the right side is there was the product suggestions where customers left the details, not the details. They were just leaving what they maybe requested. So I collected everything, put them all down in a big email and sent everything off to HK. So I've done that several times with the loads of products in it, and I've got another list. So yeah, and there are the flyers. So these are just recruiting flyers and also creepy cruel flyers. So I just don't, I'm not like a person who's saying all this kind of bits. I also do take the action. So I want to try it. So I mean, when you don't try, you won't know. You will never find out. And so I've ordered them and used them mainly for blanket dropping. I've printed all of my custom bases at home for myself because I really want to get those flyers out. I've ordered 1,000 creepy crawly flyers, which I'm going to add to the blanket dropping to hopefully the people we see what we've actually got. We've got the spider repellent. And so a perfect product at the moment. So my top tips, so that didn't end on the list anymore, but I've got a couple, oh yes, that's it. I've got a couple of tips. Be consistent and persistent with it. So just don't give up if you don't see any results straight away. Number 2 is always keep going. Focus on your reason why. So just remind yourself all the time why you've joined. So keep your activity up and high. So don't just do small numbers. Don't just do 100 books or 50 books a week. You can get results from it, but it would take you much, much longer rather than if you drop, like, let's say 200 catalogs a day or 150 catalogs a day. So I don't want to say drop it 200 catalogs each day because everybody has to see their own way about it, but you should really try to do a few hundred. We've always said that, and especially when you're blanket dropping. So I had bad days, meaning no orders when I started blanket dropping. I had average days, means I didn't pick up many catalogs. Maybe lots of catalogs were still at home, maybe due to an area where no distributor has been, or due to weather, you know, something like that, or not many orders. I maybe received orders, but not that many. And if you keep going and you keep your activity high, the results will show as you focus on your activities. So always just focus on what you actually do. So I put an example there together. So you might pick up 20 pounds on a Monday where you think it's not a lot, but then on a Tuesday you pick up maybe 60 pounds. On Wednesday, 50 pounds. On a Thursday, let's say 80 pounds, and on a Friday, 40 pounds. There might be just little amount of orders, but if you add this all up together, it's 250 pounds within 5 days. So it's achievable. So nobody, not even new distributors or already established distributors, need to have immediately 250, 500 pounds within 1 day. So, I mean, I personally just place an order, submit an order once a week, sometimes once or twice a week, but it's usually once a week. And when you've got 250 pounds value of orders within 5 days, so you could have 1,000 pounds of retail yourself. Number 3, be the best version of you. So for yourself, your customers in your area. So be the best, like what I said earlier. Show that you're best, you are reliable, trustworthy, and friendly, because people buy of people, we all know that, and people like people who they can trust and who they maybe can talk to and chat to as well. And have a retail plan. So I always found that sometimes, unfortunately, people just don't write a retail plan. They just keep going and they don't actually know what they're doing. So write a retail plan, what you want to achieve, write how many catalogs you want to deliver. Write also on there when you want to deliver them. So, and just stick to it. So, and just do that really week by week. And then another good tip is, I mean, I've done that all the time, even in the clinics days, join and attend meetings or Zoom meetings, etc. So just to pick up maybe other ideas. Yeah, because the more you learn, the more you can grow and you get experienced, and the more you will earn. So, yeah, so that's from me. So, yeah, that's from me, really.
Oh. Well done, Yvonne. Everybody, I'll just stop the share and I'll take everybody off mute for a minute, unmute, so we can give you a big round of applause. Thank you so much for that. Anybody got any questions for Yvonne?
Yeah.
Who said yeah?
Oh no, I said yes.
What I'm going to do though is I'm going to mute everybody, and then if you want to ask a question, you need to unmute yourself. Do you know how to do that? Everybody knows how to do that. Any questions? Have I muted myself?
I've got a question. Can you hear me okay?
Yeah, I can hear you. Who is it? I'm just trying to find you.
Steve, I don't know why it's not showing on the screen.
All right, Steve, I can see you now, down the bottom.
Yeah. Hi. Just on the sponsoring side, Yvonne, you said you had lots of people join, but they didn't do anything. How do you combat that, or how do you approach them when the people don't do anything?
Yeah, I mean, I think most of the people joined when it was a free opportunity. I think it's good now that people have to pay something because they know what they're actually doing for. Because when it's free, people maybe join, but then they maybe have got a reason why, but they can't be bothered. You know what I mean? So, and that is actually what I think experienced. People joined, they wanted to make money, and maybe they dropped catalogs, but maybe only 20. Yeah, and I think that is because I sponsored so many, because I mean, I had high activity up as well, but it was a free opportunity. And if it's free, it does attract a lot of people, but just not the right people.
Yeah.
That is what I think.
Good question, Steve. But now that people pay for the kit, believe it or not, they're more likely to do something.
Yeah.
Excellent. Anybody else? Just going to mute you again, but if you want to speak, just let me know. Anybody else got any questions? No? Pretty much sticking to the system there, Yvonne, aren't you? That is the one thing I noticed. Stick to the system, and the main reason that's working for you, I would say 3 reasons that I picked up on. One is the amount of books that you're working with. If you work with a lot, you'll get a lot. But I loved all the flyers, especially the product suggestions. And Yvonne has sent these to me, so they're on the video. If you want to put something together similar, I think that's a really great idea. And the creepy crawlies, who's going to be trying that? I love that one. It's something to get the books open. Anybody else got any questions for Yvonne? No? Well, let's just give her a big, huge round of applause and say thanks very much, Yvonne. Can you hear it? These are all muted. Right. Just a quick update then before I go. Just having a wee look to say hi to everybody because it's on 2 pages. So I'm just waving. Don't know how many people can see us. Very, very quick update. You know mostly what's happening with Vivamk, but people still wondering what's going on in the background. How's Michael getting on? You know, but it is actually making amazing progress on a daily basis. Catalogues are well underway to being organised. He's called in some people he knows who used to do the Clinies catalogues, so they're going to be better quality, better catalogues. I'm really excited about that, but that's all in hand and under progress. premises. I'll let him tell you what the situation is there, but we have got somewhere to hang our hat. We're not, but the important thing is most of the business, apart from the distribution side, can actually be done, you know, virtually. It can be done, what's the word to use when you can just remotely, it can be done remotely, but that is organised. We will have DPD, and we will have a base of packing. It will be temporary and may change in the future. It's just to get us going. Now, this might not be such good news. The back office that we're using at the moment, we are going to have to bear with that for a short period of time. It unfortunately isn't at the top of the list for the next week or two. So just in case you wonder about the back office, it's not brilliant, but it's better than nothing. It gives us all our figures. We know how to calculate them. We know how to work out the goals and what have you for our team. But the back office will be the same until, you know, there's a conference coming up, for example. Let me see. A great team behind him. A lot of people have been worried he's doing it on his own. You heard the Friday Live that he's mentioned a couple of names, and he's wanting to. I think Michael's wanting to make these announcements himself. But you rest assured, he has got a great team behind him, and I'm really excited about that. The conference is the next big thing coming up at the end of August. I have delighted to tell you that I do know who's speaking, but I'm being sworn to secrecy. But he gave me permission to tell you tonight that I've been asked to speak at the conference. So I'm absolutely delighted about being asked to speak. So I'll unmute because I can see you clapping. And there are lots of other fabulous speakers, but he wants to announce them. It's confidential, but I did get permission, which I'm excited about. The big showcase, the first Vivamk conference with sole ownership with Michael. So again, sorry about this, but you know how to unmute yourself. I'm really excited about the showcase. As I say, first showcase and gala under the sole ownership of Michael, who knows the business inside out. He's working day in, day out. He's on the ball, making progress every single day, and I just can't wait. Beginning in September, we'll be able to start sponsoring again. I know a lot of people are a bit disappointed about that, but we also know how to keep our people going while we're waiting on all that being set up. If there's any questions, I'll take them now. But I think that generally covers everything.
I've got a question. Sorry, I've got a question.
That's all right. I'm just trying to find the face that's talking.
Me again, Steve.
Oh, Steve, hi. You keep moving around the screen. Hi, Steve.
Hi, I've had two people wanting to join Vivamk this week, and I understand they're going to get the money back, but there was something about they'll get the catalogues free. Is that right?
I never heard about the free catalogues, but I wouldn't. Mary's nodding. I wouldn't be surprised, but I'm getting loads of nods here, so that's correct.
Yeah, they are. They're getting the money back, and they will get catalogues when they're ready to be sent out.
All right,
fantastic.
So that's great news.
Fantastic. I mean, obviously, the bottom line is the main reason for it is obviously we're creating new catalogue, and the current catalogues are gradually, slowly going out of stock, and you don't want to give brand new distributors catalogues that are not going to be valuable. There'll be other reasons, you know, the transition period, the next few weeks is going to be the hardest, and really all we have to do is just work our socks up and keep behind Michael, work our wee socks off, and this thing is going to explode. I'm really excited about it. Anybody else got any more questions?
Lynn, regarding people getting their money back and such, I had from Kirsty that it seems as though they've got to re-register again.
They re-register to get their money back?
No, they're getting their money back, but the registration isn't properly there, so they've got to re-register, I believe.
Again. Yes.
again when it comes to September time, when
Yeah.
registrations are open.
Yes. Now that's 3 weeks, but we've done this before. We can keep them going for 3 weeks. If it was me, I would get their online shop up and running. We can't put products and stuff, lots of products in, but we know that all the Vivamk cleaning products, for example, are going to be in the catalogues and what have you. So they can be doing things to get prepared, getting their planner and what have you. It's not ideal, but yes, you are correct, Bob. Thanks for pointing that out. Anybody else?
Just answering Bob there, Lynn, is Yvonne, the other Yvonne.
Trying to find you on. I see you now. For some reason,
I
I like to look when you're talking.
I spoke to Kirsty again. I had 2 new starters last week. Both are obviously getting their money back. But I spoke to Kirsty because one was very eager to start virtually right away. She did do Clean Easy way back, but she's obviously wanted to start with Vivamk. Kirsty reassured me that because she's got her ID number, she can actually start from now and not wait till September. So I've given her some of my catalogues, so they can actually order. It's not the case they've got to re-register in September. They can actually order from.
That's a good point, Yvonne. That's a good point. That's how I thought it was until I read something else. Because if it was me, I think I was talking to Kate and Louise.
It might depend on the actual date that they registered, though.
Is that what it is? Because I remember thinking,
yeah, because we had two just at the weekend there, and that's what Kirsty said to me. They would need to re-register. It would be free. They would get a refund in the meantime. But we did also have somebody that started in the middle of last week that has their catalogues and they're up and running.
Right.
So, but mine started.
She's getting her money back as well, though.
Yeah.
Mine's registered the weekend before. They didn't get their catalogues, but Kirsty had reassured me that this one girl, the 2 of them, but one's not happy to wait. The other one can actually start ordering, like putting orders through whenever she wants because she is on the system.
Yep.
Okay, that makes sense. Okay, so if you've got people who have who have joined before this weekend, they're past, then it's worthwhile making sure that they're registered. They could already be registered and ready to go, and I would give them some books. Thanks for that, Yvonne. Any more questions? Nope. Everybody's all happy. There will be another webinar coming up soon. What we're going to do in the next webinar is we're going to get someone who's grown in the team building side. I know I've been going on and on about the retail side of the business because retail is king. And, you know, with the Vivamk being brand new, we have to use, and I still love Jeff and Ali's spiders, money spider. I'm going to use that forever, Jeff and Ali. The money spider, with all the different ways, and that's been the reason for this webinar. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to put together something with all the highlights for the webinar, with all these spiders' legs. And if you're a new person is just doing a few of the things that we've been teaching on these webinars, they will make money and the business will grow. If you're doing them, you'll make money and the business will grow. If there's no more questions, is there any more questions? Nope, everybody happy. It's all looking really exciting and really good. Right, I'm going to unmute you so we can just, before we go, say a massive big round of applause and cheers for Yvonne. Meisel, a time out for tonight. That was fantastic, Yvonne. Now for my team, I'm off the holidays now, so we'll have a Wednesday next week. And also some exciting tips will be coming through from people onto the official group. But we've got a webinar, and the date for the next webinars will be announced on the official website and by Michael if members. He's been a bit distracted this week, Yvonne, because he didn't remember to promote it. So we'll see you all next Wednesday in my team, and I'll see you all very, very soon. We will have one more webinar before Birmingham, and by then hopefully we'll know some of the other speakers. Speak to you all later. Thanks very much. See you later. Oops, there's some chats going on. I'll just message them. Right, just people saying thanks and hiya. Hi everybody, nice to see you. Bye. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye everybody. That's funny, I'm watching everybody disappear one at a time. Right, I'm going for a wee cup of coffee. See you later.